Morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Stony Ridge Farm. Sun is just coming up. Happy Sunday. Welcome to my church. I am itching so bad. Yesterday, I had to admit to myself, and I'm spraying off on my pants right now. I had to admit to myself yesterday that, Josh, you are not Superman, and bugs will eat you. So I am absolutely 100% covered in little tick bites or little chigger bites. My dad has a remedy for the itching. I don't have any yet, but I am going tonight or this afternoon. Once it starts raining, I'm going to get myself some witch hazel. Witch hazel will help stop the itching. And again, guys, I am completely ate alive by bug bites right now. I was out working in the cow pasture, and that's where we're headed. We're going to go over and move the cows this morning. I was out working in the cow pasture and made a little boo-boo, I guess. I went out like an idiot without long pants on, and that's what got me. So I went out without long pants on. I didn't spray my socks down. I didn't do any of that. I just went out, walked through the tall grass, and got covered in chiggers. If you don't know what chiggers are, some call them no-see-ums, some call them chiggers, some call them sand fleas, some call them grass mites. But they are little biting, mean, stinging insects or arachnids, I guess, like. Okay. We're not going to have sound because I don't have the appropriate little microphone here. So my battery's dying on this. Let me go get the other one and we'll get that started, guys. Stand by 1 second. We'll get a pretty view of the farm while I run back in the house and get my stuff together. I must have left the microphone. Oh. All right, guys, I think we probably have microphone back now. Had to run back in the house. Thank goodness I have a backup for my backup for my backup. All right, I think you got me. I'm going to go ahead and spray my socks too. I just sprayed my pants and I'm going to be working outside all day today. Oh, so I'm going to need it. Welcome, guys. Sorry you missed out on the audio there for a minute. Looks like we got folks. We're over here on Facebook and on YouTube. So awesome. We used to eat match heads in the Army to keep them away. That's probably, man, that's bad. If you were, I guess you were probably at Fort Bragg. Were you at Fort Bragg? I'm sure they are down there. Really, really bad. The hotter the area here in North Carolina, the more you run into the hot and moist is what those things like. So time to sell your own coffee. That would be fun, Richard. Sell some Stony Ridge branded coffee. Since we're doing cows and coffee, everybody could be drinking the same thing. Awesome. That's a pretty good idea, man. Thank you. Now, for just one more of me, I could I could figure out how to do all the wonderful things I'd like to do. Guys, I've been wanting to play my guitar for... There's 300 of you in here now. Thanks so much for coming. I've been wanting to pick my guitar up and play it for weeks now, and I just haven't had and or made the time. I was literally on the couch all day long yesterday, trying to recuperate from so many bug bites. I did move the cows twice yesterday, and we did a chicken processing yesterday. But man, I was just, after chicken processing, I was ate up with chigger bites from my neighbor's house, I think, or maybe from the cow pasture. I don't know. But they are not fun. My neighbors ate up with them too, the guy that we were killing chickens for yesterday. Learning a lot from your chicken videos. Awesome. Awesome stuff. Garden has nearly had it. We still got a few tomatoes coming in and a few blooms on there. Chickens are good this morning. Honeybees haven't been doing so well. Partially because of me and partially because honeybees are just harder to keep than they used to be in years past. So we are headed. The cows are closer to the house right now. They're just right over here. I'm going to whip the camera around. I do have coffee in one hand. I've got both hands occupied. So how do we steer? I got to figure out a way to steer with my feet, right? Let's turn the camera around. We'll take you guys along with us where we're going to go. And it's just right up the hill here. We're going to be moving the cows to a place that has a little bit of shade today. Right now, the temperatures here on the farm are, it was in the 50s this morning, I do believe, when I woke up. High of 79 today, but it feels like it's already reached the high of 79. I'll be firing up the sawmill again later today. And my own live stream kicked me off. Falling apart this morning, guys. So let's turn the camera around and do a little drive. Did you, Dad, learn his language yet? So if you didn't tune into yesterday's live stream, Dad thought I was filming a regularly scheduled video, and he loves to get sarcastic and snarky. So I was out there doing a live, walking around, showing you guys what we were doing, and Dad's cuss word, cuss word, cuss word, cuss word. I'm like, dude, hey man, I'm live. He's like, well, you can edit that. How about let's just not cuss? I cuss just like some of you guys probably cuss too. We all get mad. We all get fussy. We all run our mouths to have a little bit of foul language from time to time. I guess we all do. I don't know. I just kind of grew up and spending time in the military definitely didn't help my my cussing when I get a little grumpy. So Dad was grumpy. Inevitably, some people just get irritated when a camera is around. So I'm going to have to finish my coffee before we get up in the cow pasture. So let's just chat for a second because I'm having technological difficulties. Morning from Florida. Where are you guys watching from? Please tell me where. Do you sell some live edge? Says DL. Currently, brother, I am milling up stuff for the mega shop for my build up there. So at some point, I'll probably sell lumber off the farm. That will be at the same time when I open up. And what my thought is to open up the farm on Saturday mornings from 9 till noon in order to sell beef right here off the farm. That is probably 6 to 8 months out. So at some point you'll be able to come to the farm. You'll be able to buy shiitake mushrooms. You'll be able to buy beef. You'll be able to see the farm. You'll be able to see the cows. You'll also be able to see and buy lumber right off the farm. So at some point. Do you have a problem with big horse flies on your cows? If so, how do you solve it? I don't have a really big problem with big horse flies on it, but it's just seasonal. So from time to time, yeah, I do. But the cows take care of it pretty good. And I set these fly traps out here, and those fly traps will actually capture not only regular flies that are on the cows, but they'll capture the horse flies too. So watching from southeastern Kentucky, New York, Adirondack Park. Awesome. South Carolina, from Connecticut, but South Carolina this morning. Awesome. Drinking coffee with my Suburban propane insulated cup. All right, brother. Rainy Ohio day. I do have coffee mugs, Stony Ridge Farmer coffee mugs. I've got to get e-commerce set back up on my website so you guys can have the same cup as me if you want to. That's coming soon. I had to just take it all down for just a little while until I could catch my tail here on the farm. Again, guys, I've just been so busy. I want to get out and play my guitar and have a relaxing day once in a while, and I've just been so busy. I've got several trips out of town this month. I'm going to Montana at the end of the month. Airplane. Going to Montana at the end of the month. And also going to Minnesota at the end of the month. So, or middle of the month. Going out to Toro's headquarters. So. Richard from Columbia, Missouri. Spent a lot of time in Columbia. That's pretty close to Mr. Greg Judy's ranch out there. Great place. Very cool. We want to do the same with our sheep. Looking forward to buying some beef from you. Awesome. We might have to work out a trade with sheep and beef, right? Dave says, the plane. This is so there's a training airport right up here. Everywhere I've ever lived in my entire life, it seems it's always been near an airport. This is probably, it's pretty far. It's like 4.5, 5 miles from the airport, the way the crow flies, maybe 6 miles the way we drive. But yeah, it seems that I always move near an airport. Teenage Farmer, good morning. Good morning, Melissa, Patriot Ref. Good to have you. Don, Dale, everybody in Maine, Greenville, South Carolina. Don, you know about chigger bites then. If you're down in Greenville. Did they ever buzz low? So I don't want to be what they would call Karen, but I have called over to the tower and asked them to stop circling over top of my farm at 300 or 400 feet high. They're just right here, and this is like, they come off the runway, full throttle, bank and turn around and go back and do a touch and go on the farm, right over top of the farm. I have called down there and asked, like, can you please ask that guy to change his vector a little bit to where he's not right on top of me as I'm trying to film a video all day long. He would come by at least like every 2 minutes. So, old gripey Karen Josh. I think for, you know, I think that pilots, and I'm working on getting my pilot's license also, guys. I've been, that's a dream of mine. I've always wanted to learn how to fly. But I think a lot of people in airplanes forget how loud their machine is up in the air. It's like 5 flying Harley Davidsons. I mean, so if you're going to make a bunch of loud noise, go fly over a city, right? Where it's already loud in traffic and, you know, that's my theory anyway. I know we all got to learn, so. And better be safe than sorry. If they were to go down and crash or something, it's better for them to crash in a cow pasture than to crash in a neighborhood. So I get it, but sometimes it gets on my nerves. All right, so where we're headed, the cows are going to go. It's just right here in front of us. I'm not even going to turn the camera around. They'll be grazing where we're at pretty soon too. I've got to put a fence up, temporary fence, and let them graze what we're riding over. There's some beautiful grass in this little area. In hindsight, we probably should have put the fence down the hill just a little bit. There's a big, beautiful oyster mushroom right there. Yummy. But it's absolutely gorgeous. So the Cerisi lespedeza has started flowering now, just so you know. Here's her little flora and fauna. This is the flower of the Cerisi lespedeza. This makes it sweeter, okay? And the cows tend to like to eat it when it has flowers on it. That's pretty cool. Some of them have white flowers, some of them have purple flowers, and some of them have like a pink flower. It just depends. It's kind of like a hydrangea. It just depends on the pH of the soil as to what color the flower is on the Cerisi lespedeza. Kind of cool. All right, we're around here to the gate. Go ahead and get the gate opened up and get you guys in here. Cows are chomping at the bit. I hear them mooing already. I walk out the door in the morning at the house, and no matter where the cows are on the property, they hear me call the kitty cats, here, kitty, 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 and I hear them moo. They really are creatures of habit. They get used to moving every 12 hours. And that's typically 7, 8 a.m., 7, 8 p.m. All that's going to change soon when the weather starts to change. And we may go back to just moving them once a day as we start feeding hay out on the land, which means I'll have a full 120 days of grazing on the farm, which is going to be awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, just going to lay the chain over. When I come back down here, I won't have to get on and off. I'll just bump the gate slightly, and that'll open it up. All right. You're just now tuning in. Welcome to the farm. Let's whip the camera around, and we'll ride on up the hill here. Show you guys what's going on. It's a beautiful morning. Really foggy this morning as I just woke up, and the cows are going onto this paddock right here that we're riding through. Got some sycamore trees coming up in the pasture. I don't mind it. I want the cows to have plenty of shade, so we're allowing some trees to grow back here in the pasture. Sycamore will grow about 3 feet a year, sometimes more than that. And they're a good shade tree. All right, there they are. I think this is the paddock we're going on. It might be this one. Oh, I misspoke. So we're not going right here in the same paddock that we just drove through. We're actually going to go right into here. This is going to be the easiest move ever. Let me grab a tripod and we'll get it all set up. All righty. Good morning, girls. Woo! Good morning. Morning, everybody. Thank goodness we have a nice mud hole you guys can just wallow in. Oh, goodness. So this is the water that's leaking right here. I've got 3 of them that are leaking because the pressure's too high, and I've ordered new valves. I just haven't replaced those valves yet. So got a little bit more work to do on the other side of the farm with the water system too. And I'm going to have to throw my tripod in a second. There we go. All right, let's whip it around. We're going to move the cows over here, guys. No, it's a little jumpy this morning. Sorry about that. Hey, guys. The sun hasn't come up enough for the water tank to be pumping. That's why you don't have any water. All right, let's get out of this mud wallow. Woo! Come on. Come on, girls. Come on. All right, come on, let's go. The time to look at me is over. The time to move is now. Let's do it, girls. All right. Yeah, come on. Woo! All right. Morning. Morning, Tammy. Let's get around here and get all you guys out of the stinking mud. Stop making a mud hole. Tickle, 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 tickle. There you go. Let's stop making a mud hole, guys. Whoa, that's a really nice moo. All right, tickle, 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 tickle. Everybody's got to go. Come on, girls. Woo! Boy, you guys are, man, we've got angry moos going on today. Man, I thought I brought my sunglasses. I'm reaching up here to find them. Morning, everybody. Morning, funny boy. Robert, Lynn, Denise. I found a natural spray for cows. It's called Ultra Cruise. Okay. All right, man, let's go. Hi. Could we be a little bit more? Let's use our sense of urgency here, kids. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Everybody go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Get out of the mud wallow. Go, 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 go. There you go. Now, Notch, you know better than that. There you go, buddy. There we go. Now you guys are in the right spot. Let's close off this stinking mud wallow. Oh, man. That's Cody. You can tell Cody's moo every time. Speaking of Cody, so the trip I'm getting ready to take to Montana, I'll be able to meet one of the guys that inspired me to start making videos. Cody with Wrangler Star. That's going to be fun. Get out there and, you know, it's neat to meet your heroes, I guess. Let's see if this fence is going to shock the snot out of me or not. There we go. I don't think it will. There we go. What you doing, number 18? You looking back at me like I'm an alien, huh? All right, guys, I'll fix the fence up here. We'll go walk and look at the cows real quick as I'm itching. Man, I wish there was a way I could control this mud this morning. Fence off this mud so that it can't get in here. They'll be off of this water very soon, but man, it can't be soon enough. There we go. All righty. They are still quite verbal this morning. I think they're just not impressed with the quality of the grass that they're getting right now. All right, fence is good. Everything's good. So the reason we're moving the cows to the paddock that they're in right now is so that they'll have plenty of shade. We're going to take a little walk down here and visit with the girls. And I'll show you all that real quick. We'll also show you the grasses that we have in here and the chigger areas that we have. What are you doing, 18? 18 was the only cow that didn't have a calf this year. All right, am I right? Are you okay? She was too young to have a calf, that's why. Wooly Bully's foot issue. Probably not doing him much good to be standing in the mud hole. But that's his choice. So what's happened with Wooly Bully, and you see he's muddy right now, what's happened is he is getting up and doing his job. He's breeding the female cows, but the reason his back legs are hurting is because he's standing up on those back legs and he's overstressed them just a little bit. So that's what's going on with Wooly Bully. Got a few flies today. Again, we got to get the fly trap set back up out here. Awesome. Morning, ladies. Morning. So we don't have the most forage in here, but we do have some. Again, what we're doing here is allowing the cows to eat 1/3, trample 1/3, and leave 1/3 behind. And we're looking at this as a winter stockpile forage eventually. We'll have the cows on this for 12 hours, and then they'll be off. And they're slowly moving all the way around this pasture. So they'll go from here, leapfrog, boom, 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 and then all the way around this pasture, back over to the other side. I don't know why they are so vocal today. This is Butthead. Hey, Butthead. Why are you so vocal today? Huh? A little grumpy this morning? Good stuff. Seen a lot of weight gain in these cows when I started moving them twice a day. Their coats look better. The cows look better. The calves look better. The flies are less. Everything's just all together way, way better. They've got access to around, gosh, butthead, shut up. They've got access to about 2 acres here. Here's our mineral block for this paddock. A lot of folks have said, oh man, you need to get that mineral block out of the grass because it's going to kill and destroy the grass. This recovers just like that, guys. So we don't have to worry about that. We're not dropping a mineral block in the same spot for 15 years. We're just dropping it out in the pasture, and the cows will kick it and roll it and get it all through the pasture. So this won't be here this afternoon. That's the only way I can give them girls some loving on his hind legs. Exactly. Thank you, Pamela. Dave, everybody, good morning. Happy Sunday. Good morning, little girl. How are you? Where's your ear tag? I think this is one of the calves that I wasn't able to get an ear tag in. Little bull here, number 203. Good looking fella. Morning, ladies. Morning, everybody. Okay. The camera's got a mind of its own this morning. Sorry, guys. It's just floating around. Where did Tammy go? As soon as we let Tammy in the pasture, this is Cindy, by the way. Cindy's big old chubby girl. Hey, girl. How you doing? How you doing this morning? So, let's see if we can touch Cindy. She doesn't like to be touched at all. So Tammy is down here. First thing she did was find some dirt and roll in it. Get her a good dust bath in. All the rest of the cows will be up here doing the same thing in just a little bit. This is that Cerisi Lespedeza I just showed you guys. This is some with the purple flower on it. Okay, pretty cool. Cows will gobble all that down. So what they're doing right now is eating the sweet stuff, the best of the best. But they'll be down in here and they'll be nipping the tops out of that Cerisi Lespedeza and getting this all trimmed down. Got some weed load out in here. There's a few weeds, but we're going to leave that. We're going to just test that out for the fall this year, see how that does. I'm just kind of testing different paddocks and different methods of controlling the grass and the weeds for the cows. So there is a lot of broom sedge out here, but it's still green. This is the broom sedge, and this is what Cindy's eating right now. This is it. It's still tender, it's still green, and it has a nutritive value. Hey, girl. So she's gobbling. That's what she's eating right now. So the goal is to control that broom sedge before it turns brown and starts to seed out and becomes unpalatable to the cow. You can tell it doesn't bother her a bit, does it? Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it. Thank you, Cliff. Danny's canning this morning. Awesome. Delma says the best part of my investment plan is that you get your tripod block later, Demalondala, whatever, whoever you are. Can I just get can I just get one live stream without some kind of spammy scammer coming in here? That would be nice, wouldn't it? Cliff says, good morning, Josh, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great day. La Sorda weekend watching from Chicago, Illinois. That bears. That bears. Grab that stick, Denise, so none of them twist their ankles. If these cows don't know how to walk around a stick, then they've got bigger problems than than we have. She's pointing out this stick that's laying right here. It's not serving any good purpose in the cow pasture. However, it's going to rot and it'll be just fine. And them cows aren't going to twist their ankle on a stick. Pamela says the idiots are alive and well. Can't wait to hear more about the Bronco. It's coming soon, man. Coming soon. I will be introducing my new girlfriend in a future video here. So guys, stick around on the channel. It could be that you've already met her before. So just kind of, I don't want to spill the beans, but we'll spill the beans in a future video for sure. See what happens. How many of your acres are wooded? So out of a 150 acre farm, we'll probably still have about 45 acres of forest. 45 to 50 acres. Maybe I say 35 to 50 acres. There's a forest that surrounds the entire pasture. A little bit of forest in here, and it's probably 5 acres down that way, probably 5 acres over this way, and probably 25 acres this way. There are forests all around the creeks. They shade the creeks out, keep the wildlife happy. So, yep. Yeah, about the girlfriend, says Pamela. Women want the drama, the men want the farm, right? It's good stuff. So let's walk on back up here. All this will get munched down. And again, probably about 8 o'clock this evening, I'll come back over and move them. We're expecting, despite the fact that the clouds are not here, it is super calm out here today. We are expecting rainstorms to come in sometime around the noontime area, noontime today, and continue on through about 6 o'clock. So we need the rain. I'll take it for sure. Gorgeous day. This is common ragweed. That's common ragweed. Believe it or not, the cows will munch that down, okay? Right, Wooly Bully? Let's check Wooly Bully's feet. A little bit swollen. Got a little bit of mud. What happens is his toes spread out. And in between the toes, where the webbing is, like on my finger right here, gets irritated. That's what it is. He seems to be doing a little bit better. Poor fella got his tail bit off and has done wore his daggone feet out. Being a good daddy. Awesome. Look at the land. It's beautiful. Thank you, Patriot Ref. This was not like this before. This was all woods right here. This was all forested, and this was overgrown in brush and stuff, just like what you see there. So the whole pasture, all of this was covered in brush. There was only a few little pathways that you could get through that had some grass. I like to put my mineral block really, really close to my waterer. Bill, you're making a mistake there, brother. You don't want the cows go drink to eat, consume salt and consume water, and consume salt and consume water. Let's talk about that real quick, okay? We've got to think about this. So when you put your mineral block, and that's the mineral block that's sitting right over there, we're about 200-300 feet from the water. That's about as close as I ever want to get that mineral block to the water. What will happen is the cows will use up your mineral block, and they'll be back and forth to the water. Mineral block, salt water, salt water, salt water. And what that's going to do potentially is going to raise that animal's sodium level, okay? When you raise the sodium level in an animal like this, you run a risk of kidney damage, liver damage, bladder problems, and all sorts of stuff like that. So you want your mineral block 200, 300, 500 feet away from your waterer. That mineral block probably started out way out here. You don't want to put your salt block right beside your waterer. If you do that, again, you're encouraging salt, water, salt, water, salt, water. So they'll basically waste your mineral. They'll eat it too fast. They'll consume it up too fast. And you run the potential of, it's called hypernatremia, which is too high a sodium level in your blood. Too high or too low. If it gets too low, say you get sick. That's why they say if you have a stomach bug, to do Pedialyte or to do Gatorade, because you need to replenish that sodium. If you get sick and you are releasing fluids faster than you can bring them in, you just bring water in, then you dilute your blood, and sodium is very important in your blood. Too much salt is bad. Too little salt is bad too. So got to keep that balance. And you can really, really harm the animal's kidneys by putting them close to the waterer. So anyway, Bill, that's, and you may have been doing that for 100 years, man. But yeah, you've got, mine's about 25 feet. Yeah, you need to get it a couple 100 feet away from your water so the cows aren't just licking the salt, wasting the salt, and potentially causing a health problem. So there you go. Mona, good morning. That's Mona right there. Let's turn the camera around, walking the cows a little bit. We'll just turn it around. I'll answer some of your questions as we're walking and talking here. I saw some of your old videos. You definitely have done a lot of work. Yeah, man. Go back and look at some of the old vids. Hey, Mona, you are becoming more and more friendly as time goes on, and I appreciate that. Mona's been a good mom, just been an all-around good cow. When I first got her, I thought, man, something's wrong with this cow because all she did was just grunt and moan. Hence the name Mona. Dave says drinking salt water. That's about the equivalent of it, Dave. It'd be like these cows getting out and drinking ocean water. So you got to think about that. Get your mineral block just far enough away. And these minerals pass through these cows. So the minerals that the cows will consume, and pretty soon we're building a free choice mineral setup here where we'll take it along with the cows and they can choose what mineral that they need. And that mineral will pass through the cows and actually feed the land, and that will feed the land and it will actually come up in the plants. So over time we'll need less and less cattle mineral because the land will have it already in place. Hi from the UK, love your herd. What time is it in the UK? I think we're 7 hours difference, so you're probably 1 o'clock in the morning. Gloria says, I think you and your ex-wife are back together. Gloria. Heard any more about power in the mega shop? Nope, nothing since yesterday, brother. Nothing since the last time we talked. It's coming. It just, I mean, things just don't happen overnight. I'm a little bit on the kind of frustrated side because I want to get power sooner rather than later. But I'm at the mercy. I cannot get a 400 amp meter base yet, so I can't do anything until we can get that. And there's a shortage of meter bases in the country, especially 400 ampers. So, and temporary power service. So that's just it. People are blaming old Sleepy Joe for the inflation and the shortages of stuff, but it's a global thing going on here, guys. It's a global thing. I hope I'm not offending anybody by saying Sleepy Joe, but he is sleepy sometimes, right? We're all sleepy sometimes. Hey, 17, how are you? 2:05 p.m. in the UK. Okay, cool. So you guys are to the east of us. Yeah, that would make sense. The sun came up first there. As an electrician, I can confirm the shortage of 400 amp meter bases, prismatic acres. There you go. There's your true true blue assessment. Oh goodness. Well, I said Sleepy Joe and I got more people sticking around. That's funny, man. I'm not a very politically minded person. I am the way I believe things should be is a little bit less government control. Folks are talking about government control, and that's why I didn't get the premium price for my cattle, and it's just not the case. We're still recovering from a pandemic here, whether it was a pandemic or whether whatever you think it was. Our economy is still recovering from that, and we're still waiting on materials, waiting on workers. I don't know what happened, guys. I just don't know what happened. Nobody can find help anymore. It seems like there's just shortages. There's shortages of truck drivers. There's shortages of airline pilots. There's shortages of, all sorts of career fields. And I don't know. I don't know why it's like that. So, Dave, I commented on your fine job, Brandon comment the other day, and we all know it's not. I commented on that this morning, actually. We all know that's not what it means. And here, let me just preach to you. We're ready for some Sunday morning preaching? Here it comes. Oh, you might not like this. Okay, here's my take on the FJB, okay? This is my take. If you're a conservative and you're a Christian, then your religion should come first, okay? If you're a Christian conservative, your religion should come first. When you say stuff like FJB, which is an insult, and it's definitely not something that you would want to say out loud, scream out loud in church in front of your preacher, then why would it be okay to put your politics in front of your religion in any case, I guess? So if that's my words of encouragement. If I'm going to church with a person that has a FJB sign in their driveway, what does that say? What does that say about the hypocrisy of what they're doing? So if you can't beat them, join them. No, just stand up for what you think is right. But you don't need to. If you're standing up for what you think is right, I don't think that insulting someone in Mona, I don't think that insulting someone is the right thing to do. Mona, you're okay. Little butt tickle. So anyway, that's my take on it. It is, you can do whatever you want to do. That's your choice. That's a freedom of the country you live in. But I think we need to probably, instead of throwing mud in someone's eyes, we probably need to try and find a way to maybe pray for that person, that they will make wise decisions that are good for our country, whether they've been doing it so far or not. I don't know. So that's my bit of preaching for you this morning. Yeah, when you say "Let's go, Brandon," you know what it means, and it's just a sly way of condemning someone, and that's, in my mind, that's not very Christian. I don't know. What do you guys think? That's it. Whatever the politics might be that you believe in, we're all on the same team here. So I just don't know. I think we're all on the same team. I don't know. Maybe we're not. Maybe. So anyway, guys, that's it. Talk farm, Mary. Talk farm. Well, that's it. I mean, that's just part of it. So it is part of it. So when I see, I just didn't jump on that bandwagon. So that's it. And if you don't know where that came from a NASCAR race. And one of the NASCAR drivers, his name was Brandon something. And he won a race. And anyway, they started chanting behind Brandon, and it wasn't chanting "Let's go, Brandon." It was chanting something very rude. So anyway, that's my take on it. If you're going to be a good Christian man or a Christian woman, then you got to continue to be a good Christian person well beyond what your politics are. So pray for him. That's all I could say. Pray for our country. So, because we're in dire straits right now for sure. All right, we're going to turn around the camera again, maybe. Here we go. And we're going to walk the cows one more time together. You always try to lift someone up, no matter how they think, says Charles. They're all still God's children. We should pray for them. There you go. Pray for our country every day. Yeah, absolutely. So I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, guys, but I do know that the answer is never to say to F anyone. That's just not the answer. So have I said stuff like that before in my life? Absolutely. Ever cuss somebody out? Absolutely. Ever been in a fight? Yep, sure have. Ever regretted things that I've done in the past? Absolutely, guys. Absolutely. Hey, 18. I think we all have. So we all have. We've all made bad mistakes in our lives, and it just is what it is. We learn from them. Smart people learn from their mistakes and others' mistakes. Let's see if we can find Sweetie. Sweetie may let me rub on her. Susie's still mad at me, and I don't know if she'll ever recover from this anger problem that she has. All All these calves you see, guys, were calves that were born on the farm this year. All these little guys. Total of, I believe, 21 calves born this year. Where is Sweetie? There's Butthead. This is Butthead. Let's see if Butthead will let us play with her. Hey, Butthead. Hey, Butthead. How you doing? I get a rub on your head? Yes, I do. They say you're not supposed to pet a cow on the front of its forehead because it encourages butting, but that's the only place that Butthead will let me pet her. Awesome. Well, she still follows you to the next paddock. Yep. You know, something that cows have taught me is something that farming has taught me. Being out here has taught me a lot of humility, guys. And it's taught me that you get more with sugar than you do with vinegar. So you get out here, just like we moved those cows just a minute ago, as long as I'm calm and gentle and treat them with respect, they're pretty much calm and gentle and treat me with respect. So that kind of goes with everything in life, doesn't it? One person escalates an argument, or I come out here and start going yip, yip, whip, whip, and yelling and throwing stuff at them, trying to get them to move. It just never works. So sometimes just being kind is the right thing to do. That's a lesson for today on the Stony Ridge Farm. Be kind, love your neighbors, guys. I appreciate you all so much for being here. The sun is starting to beat down. The clouds are starting to come in. It's going to be raining in just a little bit. And I've got to mill up my plan is to mill up oak fence boards today. So we're going to start building little 3 fence post sections. And I'm going to come out here. I'm going to plant oak trees, pin oaks or willow oaks out in each paddock. So each paddock will have a shade tree. I'm going to build these fences out of oak lumber. And by the time the oak lumber rots away, the tree will be big enough to sustain itself. So I'll build a little tripod, and you'll see that in a future video. I'll build a little triangle. The tree will be down in the middle of it. Once the tree exceeds the height of the triangle, the cows will have plenty of shade. So that's what's coming. That's what I'm milling up today on the Stony Ridge. I always tell my kids to treat people the way they want to be treated. Yep. Remember Paul, God changed him. Yeah, so it's Sunday. It's a religion day, right? Everybody have a wonderful day. Thank you all so much for joining me here on the Stony Ridge. I got to hop back on the ATV, get back to the house, get the chainsaws, get the safety gear, and run that sawmill. Thanks, guys. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me on the Stony Ridge. We'll see you in the next live stream. Woo!